Kamala Harris used the color of her skin and the fact that she went to an HBCU and the fact that she had sexual relations with Willie Brown to get the black vote. Okay? She's claiming to be a black woman now, all of a sudden. And now that she has all of these black people as supporters, she should be placating to the people that she's claiming to be a part of, right? But no. What does Kamala do? Instead of choosing Joy Reid, who has been rioting and dying for Kamala all this time on MSNBC, she chose another person to do this exclusive interview. And then what happens? Post-interview, the same woman that she chose to interview her, which was not a black woman, who's been rioting and dying for her all this time, she chose somebody else. For that person to turn around and roast her after the interview. Check it out.
Leaders who are actually part of the engine of America's economy agree that people should pay their fair share. They also agree that when we look at a plan such as mine that is about investing in the middle class, investing in new industries, investing in bringing down costs, invest in entrepreneurs like small businesses, that the overall economy is stronger and everyone benefits.
A few moments later.
Talk about that answer. I do, but here's what's a little tricky. She doesn't answer the question around if the GOP is controlling the Senate, if she can't raise corporate taxes, where is she going to get the money from, to expand the child tax credit and do all the things she wants to do? And she says, we just have to do it. And that's great, and that's a campaign promise, but the issue is, if it means we're just going to borrow again, then what we're doing is we're just never addressing the deficit. And back in the days when you were a proud Republican, debts and deficits mattered.
Thank you, MSNBC.
She's the one that interviewed her, isn't it?
She's roasting her.
Is she
That's
actually?
yes, bro. That's how bad this shit sounds, man.
Okay.
I'll admit, that woman was actually asking some really good questions. But yet again, she doesn't answer the questions. She gives partial answers. She gives a little bit of her history, and then she gives partial answers and doesn't necessarily answer how she's going to do what it is that she's proposing. But it's all pipe dreams, y'all. Have you guys also noticed that when she speaks about uplifting the economy and uplifting the American people, she only speaks of the middle class? What about the lower class? To be honest, everybody that was middle class is no longer middle class. Everybody is now either lower or upper. There is no in between. And the fact that she's not addressing that should be alarming to you. Because I tell you what, a lot of you guys that are endorsing her, a lot of you guys that are going to vote for her, you guys are lower class. And you don't care. You hate Donald Trump that much that you don't care that she's totally negating the fact that you even exist? Come on. What's the issue here? Like, is it pretty privilege at this point? At this point, maybe she is resting on pretty privilege. At first, I wanted to be like, nah, she's not resting on pretty privilege, but it doesn't make any sense at this point. She's literally ignoring the lower class people of society, and those people are still voting for her, unless you're delusional and you think you are middle and upper class. Kamala Harris is just nothing but Kamala Harris is the biggest example of word vomit. You go in the dictionary, you look up the word salad, you look up the word vomit. It's Kamala Harris, hands down.
I come from the middle class. Look, my mother raised my sister. Gone is the day of everyone thinking they could actually live the American dream. So part of
I'm not even advocating for anybody to vote for Donald Trump. I just don't want anybody to vote for her. She is a liar. She's a liar. She says that she's going to tax these big corporations and these big companies. But guess who are her biggest donors? These big companies. Google, Nvidia, Microsoft, Netflix, and a whole host of others, Adobe, names that you can throw out there and everybody in the country will know exactly who they are. They are her biggest donors, but yet she's telling us, the American people, that she's going to tax them even higher. Now, common sense and critical thinking and my average logical thinking mind would say, if I own $1 billion company, corporation, and this person says that when they become the president, they're going to tax me higher, which is basically take more money out of my pockets, I'm not going to vote for them, let alone donate money to their campaign. So in this instance, two things can't be true. She's either lying to the corporations and she really is going to tax them and they're in support of that, or she's lying to the American people. She's telling them behind the scenes what they want to hear, and then she's telling the American people what she thinks we want to hear. Because I tell you what, if I found out that you want to take money out of my pockets, you want to take money that I used to feed my family, I'm not going to vote for you. So she's lying to somebody. But we don't care, right? As long as she's a black woman, we don't care. And as long as Donald Trump don't make it in office, we don't care what she say, what she do. People have actually admitted this. They said she could blow America up and I still would vote for her. That's crazy to me. It's really just, it's becoming very exhausting and I'm actually just over it. But she's playing y'all. She's playing y'all. When she gets in there, she is going to do everything that the people that have donated millions to her campaign, she's going to do exactly what they've told her to do, because that is exactly how politics work. And I keep telling you, black people, if we want things done, we have to sacrifice a pair of Jordans. We have to sacrifice a weave. We have to sacrifice whatever it is that we need. Pull our money together. Donate it to people that are going to get the job done. People that are going to rally behind the needs of the black people in this country. But don't nobody want to do that. We all understand how politics work. We all understand that it takes money to make money, right? But nobody's willing to sacrifice and come together and pool their money. If we could pull our money together to raise $40 million for Kamala's campaign, how come we can't pull $40 million together and put it towards a candidate that's going to do something for us? That's crazy work to me.